everybody, my name is Jessie and I do perfume reviews in ASMR format. So if you like perfume and also if you enjoy ASMR, you are in a good place for our video today. Today I'm doing a review on Haiku by Avon. And just so you know, so I got this on Facebook Marketplace, and I found out it is from 2002. So they may have reformulated Haiku since then, because this was over 20 years ago, or at least the packaging says 2002, so I assume it's somewhere around that time. So I assume they might have reformulated this by then, but since then, but I'm not sure. So anyway, I'm gonna be going to spray this and give you my initial impressions, and then we'll go over the main accords and the notes on Fragrantica. I also, in the same bundle on Facebook Marketplace, got these two, which I will also review, or maybe already have reviewed one of them, posted the review. And I will briefly touch on this fragrance that I do have in my collection. This is Far Away Beyond Intense. I have this in my collection. I'm not going to be keeping any of these in my collection, just because I only keep fragrances in my collection that I really absolutely love, and none of these three I loved enough to want to keep. But I'm going to review them. So, oh, and I did dress on theme. As you can see, I've got a very light green, and I have some white pearl earrings, which I thought kind of would go with the vibe. So that's what we've got for today. I'm gonna give this fragrance a spray. And we've got some cotton decor. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna give this a second to dry down. I always wanted to smell this fragrance because I'm very attracted to light, kind of aquatic type florals. I like a little bit of green, I like musky, I like aquatic scents, so I've always wanted to try this fragrance, so I'm glad that I finally got the opportunity to smell it. Like I said, I don't know if it's been reformulated since, but I know it's been out for a while. I see it was launched in 2000, so this was the original formulation. Okay, so I'm going to smell this. It's very pleasing. It smells definitely like a more old-fashioned floral, but not super old-fashioned. Like, it just smells like a very pretty, classic floral. It doesn't smell super vintage, powdery, heavy. It doesn't smell like that, but it does. It totally has like an older floral feeling to it. White floral. I don't know what, I'm not looking at the notes right now, but I feel like maybe some freesia. Yeah, I feel like maybe some freesia, maybe some jasmine, lily of the valley, probably. I'm sure it's got some fresher notes in it, maybe some citrus. It's got a bit of a green touch, but yeah, I don't know what the notes are, so I haven't looked at that yet. It's clean. It's got like a bit of a clean, soapy, musky feel. Yeah, it's definitely a bit soapy. So for me, it's a little too soapy, a little too white floral. So that's probably why I wouldn't keep it, but it is pleasant. It's a little bit sharp, but it's not like crazy sharp. So that is my initial impression. And yeah, let's look at the main accords as listed on Fragrantica. So we have white floral, fresh, floral, woody, green, musky, citrus, powdery. So I mostly get the white floral, fresh, a little bit of musky, a little bit of green, citrus. It lists a woody accord, but honestly, like, there's nothing about this that is like woody to me. Or if it were a wood, it would be a very light wood, like bamboo or something. Maybe there is a bamboo note in here. It's possible. So it's not a heavy wood at all. Okay, let's look at the notes. I'm excited to actually see what notes we got going on. Okay, so we've got a lot of notes. That is more common, I've noticed, of older fragrances. They tend to have more notes than the newer ones these days. I feel like I've noticed that. So we've got top notes of dewdrop, pomegranate, yuzu, freesia, and pear. So 5 top notes. I would say I'm getting freesia. I'm getting that kind of dewdrop aquatic feel. And I feel like I'm getting a touch of pear, perhaps. Something a touch fruity, but in like a transparent way. So either like citrusy or a little bit of pear. I don't really feel like I'm getting pomegranate. I'm definitely getting freesia, so I feel like that's the main white floral that I'm getting. So yeah, I would say mostly freesia, a little bit of that dewdrop note I feel like is coming through. Maybe a touch of the pear and yuzu. Yuzu is I think it's an Asian citrus, Japanese citrus. For our middle notes, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 middle notes. They are lily of the valley, jasmine, kumquat, Chinese peony, prunella, fig, and tuberose. So I feel like I'm getting some lily of the valley and maybe some kumquat citrusiness, but there's nothing else that I can really pick out. Yeah, my guesses for the white florals before looking at this was like freesia, lily of the valley, jasmine, and I feel like it is coming through to me as mostly like freesia and lily of the valley. I'm not picking up any fig. I don't know what prunella smells like. Maybe a touch of peony, because peony is like that aquatic, very fresh floral. Okay, and then for our base notes, we've got 5 base notes, and they are musk, sandalwood, vetiver, tonka bean, and vanilla. Definitely getting musk. Maybe a touch of sandalwood and vetiver, so subtle though. And I'm not really getting tonka bean and vanilla. If it's there, it's very subtle, just gives a very slight sweetness. But yeah, it's not a vanilla fragrance at all. So just maybe very slight vanilla creaminess, tonka bean creaminess in the base, but very subtle. So what I mostly get from this fragrance, after looking at the notes, I would say freesia, lily of the valley, dewdrops, touch of pear, and a touch of citrus, and a musky base. That's mostly what I get. I honestly thought there might be like a bamboo note in here, but no. Yeah, I'm going to show the votes to see what other people say they are smelling most. They say they're getting lily of the valley, jasmine, musk, sandalwood, dewdrops, pomegranate, yuzu, kumquat, etc. So a little different than what I'm getting, but it's definitely a musky white floral. You can count on that. And again, they may have reformulated this since the original, so I'm not sure about that. Okay, so before we go over some other stats and reviews on this, I just wanted to touch briefly on Avon Far Away Beyond Intense, which I do own, And I either already posted or will post the review of the original Far Away. So I do really love this fragrance. This one is very sexy, more of a nighttime vibe or a winter vibe. It's creamy, but it's kind of balanced because it's got some florals, namely white florals. It's got a little citrus in the base, and then it's got a very smooth, creamy, kind of vanillic sweet base. And also an almond note that is fairly prominent, which gives it a very kind of powdery, creamy, smooth vibe. And this does smell a bit like Carolina Herrera's Good Girl. So I do really enjoy this one. I find it very sexy. I don't think everybody would love this. Some people might say it smells a little like, I don't know, like cheap or trashy or like a clubbing scent or something. But I really like it. So that's that. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and go back to Haiku. And I will read some stats from Fragrantica. It has an overall rating of 3.88 out of 5 with 923 votes. So that's kind of mid-range. So people seem to like it, but nothing special. And it was launched in 2000. So this is a millennial baby. Okay, and then some other info. People are saying that the longevity is mid-range. The sillage is on the slightly more intimate side. I have not worn this. I've just smelled it, so I cannot speak to that. But I do feel like, it's kind of light and soft, but it's not a skin scent. It projects, and it does have a lot of floral, so I feel like that can often project fairly well. People are saying it's feminine, but leaning up touch, unisex, pretty feminine to me. There's nothing masculine about this to me, but it is just a very simple, clean, soapy scent, so I could see how that's a little more unisex in a way. And people are saying this has a good price value because it is very, it's very affordable. I'm seeing there's a Haiku Intense. I wonder how that smells different. Okay, so let's read a few reviews. Somebody says, pleasant, clean, floral smell. I agree, it does smell like a general body wash, but I love that it makes me feel clean, put together, and not too overpowering. Lasts for hours on me, great price point. I wear this to the office all the time and I love it. I do feel like this would be a good office scent as long as you did not overspray, because if you oversprayed it, it's very floral and some people really do not like floral scents. Somebody else says this perfume is very clean and fresh smelling. It reminds me of the ocean or something. It's very refreshing and light, very strong. I only need 2 spritzes max. Let's find a review that somebody does not like it. They say it's a non-offensive aquatic white floral scent. I do find Haiku a tiny bit sweet and refreshing, and I usually don't tolerate aquatic white florals or ozonic scents. The only downside is that it's very intimate. Okay, so they seem to like it, even though it has a frowny face on their review. Let's read one more. Somebody says, my mom had this perfume and she loves it. Honestly, this fragrance gives me a bit of a headache. Smells okay, but heavy on the florals and very nostalgic. Yeah, again, it is heavy on the florals, so if you do not like that, it's probably not going to be for you. If you want something kind of in a similar vein that's much more of a skin scent and less heavy on the florals, might I recommend Bulgari Omnia Crystalline, which actually has a bit of a kind of like a I don't know, but it seems to me like a Japanese vibe because it has a bamboo note and I can't remember the other ones, but it's kind of themed similarly to this, but more musky, more soft, more wearable for some people, I would say. Okay, everybody, sending you peace, love, oh my gosh, harmony and beauty. And I will catch you in another video soon. Okay, bye.